Howdy, folks! This is your host, Phantom073 here. Cruising the land, brother Uncle's pulling into that car park with the handbrake. Hope y'all having a great day. Really do. And if you're not, cheer up. Everything's all good, no matter what you think. Anyway, with all that being said, let's move on right along to today's video topic. As you can tell by the title, it is an EXP guide for Accel World vs. Sword Art Online. You know what? This video I should have had up quite a while ago, but I'm just getting around to it now. Who cares? So basically, the main purpose of this guide is pretty obvious. Fastest way to get experience in the game. Now, some of you might be thinking, yeah, there's quite good ways in these type of games. This game probably is not the best for it. Or something to that effect. And you would be right, yes, this game is not the best. But there is quite a decent way to get it, and it's something I've been using to level up my characters, although I don't have too many level 1200 right now. But that's of no concern, because I'm getting to them. Right now, I'm actually leveling up Leafa. I've already done Kirito and Sinon, so I don't have to worry about those. Now it's just Leafa this time round. And for this video, we're starting at level 1040. With a goal of 10,130 HP and 6,246 MP. Don't worry too much about the gear, but she has a Demon Blade Muramasa, Glittering Ring, a Balrog Choke, Impressive Yggdrasil to boost experience. Highly recommend that you have one of those, and you'll get that to a post-game quest. From, I believe it's... I've forgotten her name. I'll show you when we get out of here. When I get out of the dungeon. Unfortunately, she has no regular outfit, which you can see in the background behind that little menu there. I did have her in a bikini, but I thought it'd be more appropriate to have her in a regular Alpine outfit. And of course, Sinon is an American online outfit. Now, for the EXP method, we just literally do floor 41 through to crunch 45. Escape at floor 45 and then just redo those floors multiple times over. And evidently, the lower level the character is, the more experience they'll get. But at where Leafa is right now at 1040, she should get roughly 35 to 40 levels of experience per 5 levels. However, that will obviously change the higher level you go. In the end, you'll only get probably 20 levels or something like that once you pass 1100, so it really slows down, especially above 1180. And it may pay to use a Spriggan or something that can lower your opponent's stats for the bosses. And later in the video, I'll even cover a way to do sword skill grinding as well. If the EXP also can unlock all those. And I think I just got knocked out by this dang dragon. Ow! You son of a biscuit. And also, it doesn't matter if your partners die, they still get experience, like what Sword Art Online Lost Song. I wouldn't worry about that in the slightest. And after every boss they're revived, they're dead at the time anyways, unless a character like Sinon who has the revive skill can revive them. Stand. Now, the obvious method would be to beat the boss and move on. However, what we're actually going to do is we're going to beat every mob on the floor. Some mobs are evidently easier to beat than others. So just bear that in mind. Some mobs like these gators can be a little lizardmen can be a pain in the butt. So just bear it in mind that there'll be some annoying mobs, but there'll be some very easy ones to defeat as well. They all remember these pleasant enemies of Lost Song, I hope. Yes, that is. They do make a reference to the lizardmen. These are where the easy mobs come in. Although, granted, you won't get them every time, so I'll clarify that right now for you too. You won't actually get the same experience every time you do this. It will vary a little bit due to what enemies actually spawn, because they vary from round to round. And now I'm not even targeting the correct one. Now I am. Oh, smack down. Be wary of these blue golems. They fire icicle thingies at you that stop you right in your tracks. One thing you'll find very annoying about enemies, they will hit you right between moves. Especially the flame variants, these golems, or automators. They love to hit you between your combos. So you got to restart your whole dang sword skill from that combo if you want to deal massive damage. And I use the wrong technique there, but oh well. I recommend using a heavy attack to knock them over too. Oh, these 4 and 5 enemies, I hate these. They're the bane of most players' existences in this game, and lost some because they just dodge out of the way all the damn time. I believe I just got knocked out of my combo there, too. Thing is, you'll get enemies spawning in just like that. I also recommend, I should have mentioned this a little earlier, but target the one with the aura. Trust me, it makes defeating things much, much easier. You defeat it, everything gets the defense down in the air. Or everything that's in the room that hits it anyway, that spawned with it. And against the golden automator, you're better off using a blunt attack like a mace. Or Kirito's crow combo. Who kicks twice, which is both of them the blunt damage. I'll show you what I mean as soon as it recharges. Here we go. Crow combo. Kick. Kick. That second kick with multiple hits, of course. There's calibrating everybody, but I'm getting rid of those quickly. These line enemies have a habit of jumping and hitting you too. The fast attacks of your friend against these. There you go. No, we're bringing on one full leap has gained 5 levels. Oh yes, and the floors are varied by design too each time around, so you're not going to have the same ones every time. Which also contributes to the variances. Remember, why did I go there? Like that. And of course the buffs you have too, or your regulations as the game calls it for the dungeon, because this is actually floor 41 to 45 of the infinite transition dungeon, which I forgot to mention earlier. And of course this is post-game anyways, because you don't actually unlock it till you beat the game. Even if you've got the update, you still need to beat the game. Behind you, you damn orb. Oh yes, doing this is a good way to get very used to a certain character you want to use. Now, for this, I recommend a character who can deal out a lot of damage, such as a Rain or a Straya. I say those two because they've actually got pretty decent HP, being Leprechaun and Gnome respectively. Kirito, not so much on the health, nor the defense side, but he can deal out a lot of damage very quickly, being a dual wielder. Which is why I said Rain before as well. And someone like, say, Sinon, Asuna, somebody who can heal quickly, as well as revive if need be. And of course, whoever you're leveling up, because I recommend doing this one at a time, but the grind might seem a little longer, which it is. But the best part is, at the same time, it's actually faster because basically all the experiences go into the one character, especially if the other two happen to be 1200, like Kitty don't sit on here. So, I'm at for a second. I need to go to the north. And you notice the regulation this time is the enemies have an attack buff. If these regular types of golems that actually happen to spawn here, it's gonna be problematic. The heck just hit me there? These things are very, very high defense to Colossus type golems. Still, blunt attacks are your best bet. But this also is very, very good for grinding up actual skill experience as well. I get a lot of skill experience of doing this. And my skill explosion, which is the OSS I'm using right now, which that video is coming once I get all the character skills unlocked, as well as weapon skill videos individually for each weapon. But yeah, the skill explosion, which is an OSS I used just before, its max level, the Cygnus Onslaught, which is that, is also level 1000. I'll show you, just to prove it. Go to my shortcuts. 938 for Gale Slicer, 1000 Final Revolution, I've got that one. 635 for Starburst goes 3. Pro Combo is 528. Double Circular 377. It takes a while to level up, it's a very slow one. Cygnus Onslaught at 1000. On my other side. 672 for Eclipse. And 1000 for Skill Explosion. Oh yes, and don't forget you can level up all your spells that you have equipped to. For instance, I got a very high level Exhaust, Weakness, and Slow spell. It's good for level 9. I got a pretty decent level First Aid spell too. It's good for spells. Well, it's good for leveling up skills as well as leveling up characters. It's also good for weapon mastery, which is the other grind I'm going to show you. Oh, and watch these. Stymphalian bird. The Stymphalian bird. Watch those. They fire damn bloody bullets at you, like remove bullets in Pokemon. It will stun you too. I got hit right in a combo there, and that screwed me. You can easily wind up dead if you're not careful too. Been there, done that many times over. First off though, I'd recommend focusing on characters that you actually want to play as. Because I'm doing character overview videos and I don't actually have a bias to who I would rather play as right now. Because I'm going to level them all up anyway. But if I had to have a preference between the two types of characters, sort out all the way. Just saying. And apparently I got slowed. Pardon me if this is taking a long post, but I want to show you the whole dang thing. You damn nuts! And yes, those things that fire will actually stop you right in your tracks. Just like that. Well, you gotta get rid of them as soon as possible. Check your matches to get a proper grip on where you are. Now I'm not slow anymore. Yes. Sorry, Lions, but yeah, no, you're back. And I recommend flying around too. It's a little bit especially a proper quick flight like that. Which in this game can be activated by holding circle, and I believe you can do that too in Lost Song. Don't worry, there's an experience guide coming for that game too. And it's not necessarily post-game either. Targeting can be a pain sometimes. I need to get rid of this thing quickly. Or not. Oh, and a tip about the K2, if the guys are jumping, they can jump really, really high. Or at least Sinnoh can. Uh-oh. This could be problematic. What? Oops, almost fell. That works to perfection. Oh yes, I'm thinking about the revive spell. Resurrection. It actually works far better if you control the character using it. You heal 100% HP against the AI is healing nearly 50. That can be the difference between clearing a dungeon and not. But just keep that in mind. Of course, it's up to you exactly who you use for the resurrection spell, but Sinnoh and Asuna. Let me check something. I'm pretty sure Leaf can learn it too. Yes, she can. I got it on her. Okay. The floors may take a little while to clear, but depends how many times you die and what level your character's on. The lower level what the other character you've already is, the worse it's going to be, the more you'll be carrying them, but it's not going to matter, really. Because I'll level up that fast that they're going to sort of start to counteract that weakness pretty quick. Because you notice the levels the enemies here are 40 and 100. And that's the idea, to have them above, around about that 200 above 1200. But not be so overpowered that a low-level character can't defeat them first. Sword skill grinding and unlocking sword skills even. That's how I found this one, because I was actually experimenting with on levels, I think, with the level 1200 character to see what I could do. And I found this being pretty much the optimal area I could kill quickly, still get a decent amount of experience for it. Oh, be wary of this. The tip with this bat, folks, something that's much of a tip is just something to be aware of. That attack for one. Hit through anything. Moves included. That can do it 2 at times. Be wary. Let's see if he's gonna do it. Not yet, he won't do it until I target him, I don't think. 2 needs to be really wary of, it might throw you off. That particular one there where he just turned upside down will put you to sleep. There's one other here. That will stun you if you're not careful. I was in move animation so I didn't get stunned. But that one stuns no matter what. Despite the super armor move might have, which is actually where you don't get a break in animation but will still take damage. Versus hyper armor from the first game, where you don't take damage. It's that stun one that'll really get you in trouble besides the sleep one, because sleep, you can't do jack to wear it off. You know, I have to wait for the wear it or you gotta be healed. That's why I recommend a Spriggan, because they actually can wear up the excess effects go way faster. It's one of their abilities. Although in this game, more characters seem to have that ability. Yeah, swap the Sinnoh right then. She's also pretty quick as a K2 too. Being based on a cat, they're nimble. Resurrect Lisa. We have Kirito. Kirito's got a bone to pick with you. I'd say Kirito, not me, because I expected that to happen at least once to my boss. They'll often kill you with the cheap shot with that stun move, or Well, hit you with a sleep move and then charge you or something. They'll find some way to make it cheap. So where are we with this level? There we go, 13 off 2. Now, map. We have to go south. Oh yes. I'm gonna stand here for a second. You'll notice that enigma thing flash. Do those if you can, because you actually get good weapons for it too. Like rank 11 weapons, for instance. Could be as simple as standing idle for 15 seconds, as you see there. You may have to break 3 of these green crystals. You could be defeated a certain amount of a certain type of enemy. It only has 5 of the specific enemy type. Oh, and this vlog is going to take a little bit longer now. Courtesy of having got a defense boost. Although something you can actually counter that by just equipping it, activating an attack boost. But the boost they actually get from the regulations of the dungeon is more powerful than even that of a buff magic. Spell side. Oh, that's right. The buff spell is not quite as powerful as the regulation attack, unfortunately. I'll show you what I mean by that in a second. Easiest done with the speed up, but I'll show you something. Actually, I haven't had a speed up already, thanks to whoever buffed me with that. If I go flying, yeah, much faster flight there, but when we get a speed up buff through the regulations, watch how fast I'm flying. Oh yes, the defense buff makes these things exponentially harder to kill. Oh yes, the damage levels go up by 10. It starts at 1410, and it goes at 14, 20, 14, 30, 14, 40, 14, 50, and level 45, which is where we get out of the dungeon anyway. If you can get a good combo in like that, you knock a lot of them out very quickly. And you get a lot of stuff you can sell too, so if you're wanting cash, this is a good way to get it. BP as well. One of this speed buff, you better tell me where I can actually fly for a little bit. You can notice I'm moving pretty quick. But the next floor gives us a speed up buff. With the regulations, I'll show you how fast I move from that. You'll notice a really big difference. I'll pick up these chests laying around too for around crafting materials. Well, smithing materials, really, I should say. If you wear any of those knives, they will stun you and absolutely screw you out. Because they'll just block you, they'll do like a block, and they'll knock you over the shield and then smack you with a fire spell or a sword strike. Just a few tips on some certain types of enemies. For the most part, the bosses you don't have to worry about pretty much anything. You don't even have to stand in the blind spot for the majority of the bosses. There is one boss, however, he may pop up on level 45. Apparently I was flying when I don't remember hitting that hard. I swore I hit the 2 Starburst 3. Anyway. Starring! Okay, so we got a birdie as the leader in here. You can actually be surprised how much of a difference it makes taking out the leader compared to not taking him out. Moves like Eclipse and Starburst Stream are evidently going to take a lot of level 2 back there. Got so many hits. 27 for Eclipse and 16 for Starburst. So. It's something to bear in mind. The multiple hit skills will take a little longer. Because I believe these sprint line works like. I'd like to believe it's 1 hit. But I'll have to do some more research and come back to you for that one. I'll get back to you on that. I'm not entirely sure. Oh, and be wary of one attack from this boss. He hasn't done it yet, but he will do it. All these bosses do it. I try and point it out, and he doesn't. Be wary of that one, that can be a stat lowering attack, but the one I'm looking for, he hasn't done yet. No one does. There we go, that one. Sword slash the target. It hits you no matter where you are in the arena because it's almost like a auto locks. You cannot avoid it. Even if you dash right or guess, honestly, one is that you cannot avoid that attack at all. I've tried many times. And of course, he's not the only variation of this boss that uses it. Oh, you may have done this a little bit croaky. That's because I got a slight hold. Not to worry, it's not going to stop me recording. Not even close. But as I said, most of these bosses, don't worry too much about them. The more you worry about them, the more you're going to lose them. But the boss was Sabanarkia. And these other variant Diablos. They're very easy to beat, and you notice I actually got an Elucidator. Oh, and the weapons I'm wielding, for those who are wondering, are the Blue Rose Sword, which is the sword that Yu-Gi-Oh wields, and also a Kagemitsu G4 Photon Sword with a blue blade. Sinon has an Elder's Trident Spear. There's a weapon with a Demon Blade Muramasa. It's equipped with 2 Leaf Runners. And as I say, you get a lot of items, like generally average of a rank 6 or 7, but you'll quite often get rank 8s, rank 9s like the Elucidator. And there's a show of other weapons I've actually got doing this. From time to time, at this level 4 you'll get a odd rank 11. I've got Excalibur's doing it, I've got many different Photon Swords. I got Lambent Light, which is Arsenal's Rapier from SAO. I got the Glaring Light Rapier. If I go here, you can see, I can show you what they look like. But as I'm going to do a weapons video for all that later on too. I think I've just about got every weapon anyhow, so... Or at least a weapon with every design. Out of all the different ones, but... Yeah. And probably one of my... I think the strongest weapon I've got... Correction. I know it's the strongest one I've got. Is... If I remember correctly, that Object Eraser, which is equipped to Straya for the obvious reason. And it is, as you can see there, 3,799 power at a rank 10. And that's also a glowing weapon. So like in Lost Song, it's got the red glowing effect on it. Also, yes, the Demon Blade Gram is still in the game. It's a pain to get in its quest. It can be a pain, but it's quite easily got. But you can get Gram through the Infinite Transition Dungeon, so I wouldn't worry too much. Because Alice also has one. Because I got Alice and Yu-Gi-Oh in this game, and I also got her Fragon Olive Sword too, which is rank 12. Again, rank 11 swords, things like that. And if you're wanting elemental stuff, you're quite often going to get stuff with elements on them, so make your own build for each character. My overview videos are literally just a bare guide to help you start out. Get an understanding of the character. I'll do a little bit deeper ones with multiple characters, knowing a few what I would deem as different types of characters to help you out even more. And of course you get things like katanas, some weird ass design katanas, but and a more traditional blade like that one. But a better look at that blade is Futsu no Mitama and Demon Blade Muramasa, which you can see later. The rank 12 weapons, for the most part, you'll get are glowing versions of their rank 11 counterpart. This with a slightly altered name, like Dark Flusmethus or Radiant Salacio. for the spear and bow one, respectively. I had those until I died. Oh, well, that's something I should mention too right now, which I should have mentioned earlier. If you're going for items in the dungeon, you die, you lose everything. I can't remember if you lose whatever's in your storage though. What's in inventory at the time you will lose, but in the storage, I'm not quite sure. I'm pretty sure you don't, but I could be wrong. So I'm gonna sit on them and say you may and you may not. See, we have they got no attack boost in this world, which it bodes well for us in a way, because it actually teaches you to be careful. Scorpion enemies. I'm actually very grateful I put these enemies in Fatal Bullet. I have always loved killing the scorpion enemies in these games. I don't know what it is about them, it's just so awesome. Oh yes, these angel ones, or guardians as they're called, they are tanky mob. They're a bucket to beat. Oh yes, and for doing the enigma thingy, you could also be finding a certain glowing item somewhere around the map too, which if you pause, it will actually show up on the pause map there. Wrong move. Oh well. Okay. Oh, defeating a certain amount of mobs, it could be like it's 5 or 10 of a specific mob normally. Okay, let's go. Getting uphill roll here, folks. Oops, don't want those two yet. I want Kirito. Try and stay as the main character like Kirito as long as you can. So I suggest something like Kirito Australia. You can deal out the damage. Because the idea is doesn't necessarily work for this game, but the faster you can defeat the enemies, the faster you can do a run. Now I'm not going to give a specific time because it can hold up, depending on how many times you die, what mobs there are, things like that. But if you're doing it quickly, probably half an hour to 45 minutes on an average run, a really good one could go as smoothly as probably 20 minutes. So in theory you could, well this one's lasted half an hour, so I'm doing about an average run. I've got a few slightly tanky mobs like these things, and I have virtually died with them too, so that all adds up. So say 20 to 25 minutes on a smooth run, half an hour to 45 on an average. It goes bad run up to 1 hour. A boss only run, probably 25 minutes. Now you'll often find yourself having to do boss only runs if you're looking for certain items, but sometimes doing a boss only run is for honestly better off just doing the extra quests. And that's a gripe I've actually got about this game, is why the challenge quests not replayable like they were in Lost Song. Well, they've been side quests then, no, but still. That's the only problem I've got with the game. There's nothing wrong with that. With how any of the characters play, let alone like how all the moves flow and everything. I love it. Actually, the other gripe I've got is why the heck are the character models so reflective? And I will actually put them back in a bikini soon and show you what I mean. Seeing I've got someone like Leafo who I can easily show you. Apparently have 7 in it again. Why the heck did I not keep this like that? Yeah, the moves can be a little bit picky sometimes. Generally, that sleep-inducing one where it goes upside down, you'll always get put to sleep. Obviously, it can't be always because I just avoided it twice and 3 times I faced this damn one. Or a variation of this one. Because you'll face the same type of enemy, like Vali and Odin, they're the same enemy. However, they're a different coloration of how they actually have a different HP level and power level, so just be warned. Like you can face Fafnir and Vidofnir in one run. So you could easily face 2 or 3 different variations of the same mob type as a boss. Probably the worst mob I hate facing off against. But for this would have to be one of the bug types, which generally spawn on this floor. 45th floor, which is the final floor of the run. Oh, I would have smacked one of them too. This is good for weapon masteries, skill masteries, include spells, unlocking skills. Leveling up characters is good for doing everything you need to do for a character in the game. We do have a dragon type here. A blade dragon, in fact. Which is the same type of dragon that Externa, the Shining Dragon, is in Lost Song. Oh, Fragment, what am I saying? This is Vidofnir, in fact. So Fafnir is actually a different dragon. Whoops, daisy, but they're both in the same subclass as a dragon with 2 different classes. And we actually got the enemy with confused buff. Or debuff, actually. That can be dangerous, but actually goes very, very well because the enemies will attack each other, which makes it much easier for you to beat. And I'll say it again, don't worry about the characters dying. Oh, and floors like the 45th and 50th, for instance, is multiple 5. Do not worry about enigmas because they don't exist on those floors. All you've got is a regular chest. The 45th and 50th, like floors of multiple 5 are usually smaller. So evidently you won't get the same amount of experience, and I missed a very, very powerful single one slot there. Not like that, uh-oh. Hasta stream! You see there, the gate to the next floor as well as the gate to town are open. Yeah, the gate to the next floor is there. Of course, we're taking out all mobs on the floor. Purpose of leveling. Now, of course, you can go further up to floor 50 if you want to. There's nothing wrong with that. You're more than welcome to do so, but I prefer to go 45 because it's a little bit of a concept, especially having to go, say, to your local store and do some shopping. Or you've got to go somewhere, a friend's house or whatever. Because if you actually go to your start menu and log out, you go to the title screen and you don't save anything. And yes, I've said it once before, you'll get a lot of stuff. And Holy Kid FR. rank 10 bow, which is actually very good, and it shares the same design as Sinon's bow from the show. Just throwing that out there. And yes, you actually do find the weapons that they had in the show. Not that one evidently, but like Kirito, the Elucidator, and Dark Deposit, you can find those. You can get Asuna's Lambent Light, Sinon's bow from Elfine, Yuki's sword, Yuki's sword, Eagle's axe. Pretty sure you can get Klein's katana. Can't remember what katana he wields. Liz's mace you can get. Of course, we don't want that gate, but it's there. I can't show you the whole speed boost thing this time round, but with any luck I should be able to next time. Yeah, you can get all the weapons, basically every weapon in the show. Not quite so easy in the Hollow games though, I'm afraid. Lost Song you can get everything from the show as well. Lost Song's actually got a much easier grind in it, if you ask me. And I'll show you why when I can show you why right now, because Kirito knows the spell in this game. So when I do the spells video, I'll mention a few different spells on characters that didn't have it before. But I'm going to show you one right now and show you the difference in this game. And the big difference here right now with Kirito is he actually happens to have the Dimensional Abyss spell. And so does Philia. So the Springers now have the spell. Whereas I didn't in Lost Song. Now if I cast this... Oh, they fixed that delay. There was an actual cooldown there. There used to be a cooldown there where you couldn't actually cast the spell. So they've actually fixed it to back row face like it was with Lost Song. Woohoo! So you can cast the spell indefinitely as long as you have the MP. I love that. Because originally you actually had a cooldown. Speaking of cooldown, I actually need to check. I said that cooldown is still there on the skills page for you folks. Let me have a look. Bring forth a massive dark transdimensional swirling and disadvantage all nearby enemies. 1600 we got a shortcut to 7.5. Nope. Looks like they've removed cooldowns on them. So as long as you've got the MP, you can cast them indefinitely. Okay. There's characters, like I said, and what I'm going to switch to now that can very much benefit from that. Because she is very heavily MP based. And you'll have to pardon my outfit for her too. Because I was actually doing her skills earlier. Not far, I was going this a little while ago, getting her weapon skills. I'm actually going to show you the outfit because I can change it to the menu here. You guys will see it there. I had her in her bikini. Yeah, 12-year-old girl in a bikini. I mean, why not? Let's see. Change the equipment. I haven't read. I can't remember her in the school year. I'll check the school year for the time being. I'll check that. Now, amulet, of course. When you're doing this, you want to, like, any leveling, you want the Crest of Victory, so you can use the Glow Charms, not quite as effective. Now, of course, for this one, I'm going to be using 7. If I just double check what I've got to get. Yeah, Spear, that's right. So I've got 6% to get there, so I should be able to do that quite easily this time around. And of course, once you get the weapon skills, if you happen to be like on what, 2 or 3 floors to go, it's just best to get to the town, fight to the tango, because that'll get you a few extra levels while you're at it. And I've got a Divine Lavat on her, which is actually the base spear for her in this game. Always, I mean always, make sure you save. I cannot stress that enough. with any game, let alone a JRPG. Wow, how adorable she looks in that. Cool, that's her outfit. I'm not changing. You're also a regular outfit in a little 2D model there anyway. Now just to free up a little bit of space for this because I know I'm going to need it. I'll show you some of the dosh you can get out of doing this. Yeah, people say, why are you selling stuff with pretty decent things on? Like an 80% magic down rate, that's pretty good for a weapon because you can't get much higher than that, unfortunately, but I'm more about the weapon itself, not the affixes or anything. The trophies, by all means, because you actually happen to need a few from 4 trophies. And that's a very good one that I actually made. All the stuff I've found, so keep that. Fire FA. I'm not a big fan of elements on weapons either, but I know what their worth is, so I understand their worth and I very much appreciate it and I'm grateful for that worth, but to me, as I said, I prefer the weapon itself. I've actually got to get rid of the fragger right there, that's good. Thanatos Blossom. Oh wow, big step up. Crystal Feather. 1,000 on the... There's on the nose. You'll get random ones like that where you'll actually get one literally right on 1,000 or your birth year or anything. Like for me as I did screenshot a little while ago, I actually have a weapon that has 1993 as its physical attack, which happens to be my birth year. So for those who are wondering, I actually am 25 in September. Can you imagine, 25 making YouTube videos? What a life. Quite frankly, I've got to agree, it's actually an awesome life. Although my life in general is awesome, so not to brag, but everyone, well, no, I can actually, everyone's life in general is awesome. Despite what you people be arguing with in the comments. See, that's one with an element that I'll get rid of because it's... Whoops! Wrong way around. That's an element I'll keep. See, the rank level that I have 2, I'm keeping those for a reason. The ones I level up characters, I'm going to fully set them up with gear. So, to keep, you can see 3 doing Mortar Masters is good because I actually happen to have users for them. Lefa, Klein, and Sumeragi, primarily. And that right there is Agel's sword axe from the anime. Not that he ever battles a lot. Like nearly the one of those what we actually see battle is the first 4. We don't really see battle much after that, if at all, until eventually the final, well, quote unquote final boss against Heathcliff. Oh, and if you can get it, folks, that FXA boss skill is one of the best you can have on a weapon. If you can have a weapon with it, which I think I've actually got one. Equipped onto Kirito. Times, like I said, I actually find the more element you've got, the less damage you do, so... But again, your build is your build, folks. You can build your character how you want. I'll offer you the advice. It's up to you how you wish to use it. If you think I'm speaking drivel, then that's fine. If I'm helping you, then that's fine too. I can't force you to play the game like me, because everybody plays games their own way. But you notice how much I'm actually selecting to sell. You get that much gear. seldom ever use bows, however, although some characters do have them, so. Wow, you got one of every one. They're quite good. Oh, nice, say nice talent. That's a very, very good gun. Hey, I did pick up one of those. Now, shields are a pain. That is a very... Ugh, they're quite good, but that's... Paralysis resistance, I wouldn't worry too much. I wouldn't worry about any element resistances, really. If I'm being honest, because no matter what character you get, unless you've actually got one of the items to grant you status immunity, which I believe I've got on Australia, you're basically going to get hit by him anyway, no matter what your resistance is. Well, I'll have to deal with those another time, but... Just that's 683,000 gold. That's 36 items in its own right that I've just sold. You get a crud load of stuff. Now, apologize this video going so long, because I wanted to show you the whole grind process for the first one. I won't show the whole one this way through. This time through, but again, infinite transition dungeon. Floor 41 we start on, much the same as the first one. And in fact, this is essentially the same, just different character for a different purpose. Now, of course, as you saw before, I got a spear equipped on 7, so... And I realised that I meant to show you with Leafer too. I'll ditch these enemies and I'll... Yes, 7, we know you're great. Ow! And that's what I mean by dealing a lot of damage. That's why you need to take out the main boss first. You will die inevitably, probably, before you actually complete them. More often like you'll pass all 5 floors, but you will get times where you just get killed and killed and killed. And there's nothing you can do about it. Well, I've got the chance. This is probably the worst floor to do it on, but... And I really do want to do this with 7, but... Oh, my bad. Give me the bikini. Sorry, 7, I'm gonna have a look at your body. I really didn't want to do this with 7 for the obvious reason. In fact, she's a 12-year-old girl, but... I need to get up against the wall. What the hell is it? There we go. I was gonna say, what? Hold on. Give me close to water. Actually, some light. There we go. Ah, the camera. Yeah, the camera doesn't want. Camera doesn't want to work. Hold on. Let me buzz around and get the camera to actually work. For some reason, the camera is going. There we go. Arr! Get out of there. You will notice I can hear the lights with just there. Don't mind 7 just staring at the camera breaking the 4th wall. But look at the reflection. You can actually see the line there on the left side of her well, it's virtually right across the whole abdomen there, really. And down her left leg. and it goes on the bikini itself. My other gripe with the game, besides what I said earlier, is that the models reflect the light way too much. They're almost just like glass. And unusually, she is not blushing yet. Most characters do in quite a short time frame. Oh well. I wonder if they didn't I'm gonna have to check something later on. But yeah, I wonder if they didn't remove it because she's not blushing, and normally they do. But yeah, you can see how much reflection the light has off her skin in the bikini. It's like glass. And there could actually be a sweet spot to where they don't blush. I don't know. Maybe I just found it there by a complete and utter accident. Yeah, she's cute for her age. Don't get me wrong. However, before I have to slap an NFSW on that, I definitely have to think about that in Leafa for the obvious reason. I'm putting her school uniform back on. 7, you are going to school. And she looks even more adorable than that. Anyway, she's the only character I know in this franchise that could pull something like that off with no effort at all. Oh yeah, I forgot I'll mention it. Blast speed, which is your throwing thing. Don't do that on a slope if you're trying downhill. Well, no, because it just goes in a straight line. Literally. It goes the higher you throw it at. So get a feel for the weapon with the skills and also use combos. So it's more like the combos that actually get your weapon skill up. Oh yeah, and watch out for the obvious. Because where you have to. Oh yeah, and you'll get quite a few quips from the characters too when they get damaged, so just add to the hilarity. And there's a death. Times a second character would be handy, but you want all the experience to go to one character. Therefore, by having one character, that happens. I tried that doing actual grinding for levels, but I found it's too easy to die, so I figured 3 characters kill the enemies faster, the experience racks up faster. But this time, because you're doing weapon grinding, you actually want one character. Sounds silly. Blast speed does have a distance limit too, and I'm actually outside of it there. Don't use a fireball, please. Griffin's there, easy to beat, fortunately. Let me just check my weapon skill here. 96, it's going to take a few minutes here, folks. Just let me get it up and I'll show you that it works. Because that's the last skill I've got to get for the spear anyhow, which is the dive. I don't know what it's called. Better off actually doing this a lot longer character, but not only that, you actually better off just using regular attacks so that it goes up faster. You might kill the enemies slower, but you want to use your abilities on a leader mob like this one, by all means. And I actually need to heal quickly. Try that again. That's the big thing, you'll get a lot of levels to it, and those golem enemies are a real pain. That's the real reality of doing this, folks. Because you're such a low level, you're quite fragile, but the lower level, the more EXP you get for unlocking everything. So, just bear with it. Even if you die 20, 30, 40, 50, 100 times, just bear with it. What? Skills? Come on, 98. There's a. I'll finish this video off by unlocking that one skill for you. Just for 7. Not to Wellgund. No. No. This might work. Although you can use others if you want to. It's recommended you do it in the Infinite Transition dungeon. But unlocking everything, as well as leveling. Just because the enemies are so much higher level. I mean, sure, subsequent playthroughs on New Game Plus, I'm sure you could get high enough level enemies everywhere to do it. But again, your choice, folks. Your choice. I'll let you dictate which character you use and which build you use and what you want to do with it. I'm just giving you the advice what I recommend. And who I recommend. For leveling up weapon skills and things like that doesn't really matter, it's the character you actually want to play as for that one, but... And again, we get the birdies, the birdie, birdie. Oh, and spears do offer you a bit of defense too, when you're using that, the spinning attack, so you spin it in front of you. Oh yeah, I got refresh, I can heal again. I can heal more correction. Okay. Wow, that was quick. And that's the problem with them. When you get a few of them in a grip, they can just peg a match and kill you pretty much instantly before you can do anything, especially at a low level. As I've said, that's the disadvantage of a low level, but that's also what makes it fun and challenging. Sometimes you hit one where you can just perfect mobs, left, right, and center. And then other times you hit them and you're just like, oh no, you just cannot catch a break like there with those birds. Ow! I felt that. I already got that seal. And the word of warning when it actually comes to leveling up weapon skills, they actually have to make contact. Chotomate! Oh, I got a big group of enemies deciding to join us, and well, doesn't matter if I die, really, because I don't have. So, yes, there we go. There you go. That proves that using a sword skill actually does increase your thing, and yeah. So, folks, there we have it. Grinding in this area does work for sword skills as it does levels, and yeah, that. Be wary of that when they start to move their hands back and forth, because you cannot get out of that once they do it. Somehow they seem to hit you no matter where you are. You've got a GPS tracker of some form. How to I don't know. Missed. Ding! I don't think they know who you are, 7. And of course, when you finish one weapon, you swap to another. But knowing there's a good chance with all these mobs, I'm gonna end up dying anyway. I don't think I'm not going to go too soon by the looks of that health bar. Well, it's different weapons are going to be better against some mobs. But anyway, that proves that it works. And there's a final proof. Fatal Thrust. Now I'll even equip it for you. Give me a free demo. Let's find an enemy. 1, 2, 3! Apparently, I looked up the wrong enemy. And there you have it, folks. HP glowing, flashing red. Just as I'm about to end the video, dude, I like that. Just saying, time to end this thing. You know what? That's damn right, it is time to end this thing because for a bit of an extended video, I apologize for the length of this, but to help you just get more of a grasp around how the method works and to show you the results, I had to do it that way. It would have been much more effective had I used the weapon where she didn't have any skills at all, but it still applies. The same thing applies, no matter if you're grinding to get weapon skills or level up characters or level up any of your skills. Floors 41 to 45 of the Infinite Transition Dungeon are where I found the best results. And of course, you could go at 450 if you so wish. That's your choice. Choose your characters and get to it, folks. And I'll see y'all around the network somewhere. Whatever network that may be. Could even see us down the road somewhere, I don't know. Anyway, until then, keep on cruising. So, if you liked the video, please be sure to hit that like button and of course leave a comment down below. And if you really loved it, make sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell to be notified of whenever I upload a video. And with all that being said, as I say, keep on cruising. This is Bandit 0073, smoking up those tires, burning that rubber on out of here, and signing out.